Some of the elected officials, all the elected officials, we try to get grants, we try to be helpful, but make no mistake, we just do the easy part. We get you the grant. It's not even our freaking money. It's your money. I remember on the radio they said, don't say freaking. And I continue to say freaking. Okay. But really, it's the people every single day. We can help them. We can, make their life easier, more pleasant, less difficult. Make sure they have enough staff. Make sure they are capable of doing, something? The holy work. Like in HOLY. They do holy work. The work that goes on here. It's what I brag about all the time about our community. The dedication, the devotion, the passion, the compassion. And Human Care Services, the things that this organization does for those, God decides for all of us, what our lot in life is going to be. And I just, looking at the years that God has given me, the opportunity to serve the community, the opportunity to make a difference, the opportunity to be helpful. And that's really, what it is, just to be helpful. But the real stars, the people that I admire, the people that I treasure, and the people that I have the greatest respect for are the people from this organization and the people that do this kind of work. Senator Parker, my yarmulke is off to you, my hat is off to you, because you have been incredibly generous to truly make a difference for Human Care Services. And furthermore, let me tell you, besides Human Care Services, I don't know about Senator Parker myself, I generally, in the 28 years that I've been in office, I have never publicized the money that I have given out in the community. Never publicized it. And thank God it adds up to millions of dollars a year. I'm talking about where I directly bring the money in. I have never, ever publicized it, and in whatever years I have left, I will not. And Kevin is very similar. He's done so many things that I'm aware of that I have to go around and tell people, Kevin Parker helped this organization in Borough Park. He helped this organization in Borough Park. Ladies and gentlemen, our senator and a fun guy and a good friend, Senator Kevin Parker. And listen, the guys who have hats, we haven't been paid since April 1st, and we could all use a couple of bucks. So maybe you guys can get together and really, do something worthwhile. Okay, guys?
You ready? One.
Just kidding.
Senator Kevin Parker, I've been proud and honored to represent Flatbush and East Flatbush, Midwood, Dippers Park, Kensington, and Borough Park. And first, let me, what an honor it is to get such accolades from my friend Dove Hikind, who is a pillar of this community, somebody who worked very hard in Albany for decades representing this community. When oftentimes this community has never had a voice, Dove Hikind has been there, really a shining light in the darkness, making sure that the needs of this community and the people of the state are being met. Because oftentimes we actually sometimes act like the needs of Borough Park and communities likewise are different than other people's. And there are sometimes, for sure, some cultural and religious differences, but the basic needs are the same. That in fact you judge a society and a community how it takes care of the least of those. And so that's why I'm happy to be affiliated with my friend Dove Hikind, affiliated with Human Care Services and Esther and all of the great people who do work here. Because they have dedicated their lives to doing the work that almost no one else will do, of taking care of the minute, painstakingly incremental work day by day of people with special needs. And so I am today accepting this award not on behalf of myself, because as the Assemblyman indicated, it's not even my money. But it's been difficult, to be honest with you, in this economy to in fact try to make the differences that need to be made. And I thank God for the opportunity to have access to resources and be able to know where to put them and be able to have partners like Human Care Services so that those resources, your tax dollars, can be used in a way that you approve of. And so that's what I've seen my job as being your representative, being the conduit by which this community's will is being done.
An organization like this and many, many others, hundreds of others, we're helping the special interests. They have turned doing mitzvahs into something bad. And I talk about this all the time because I really want people to know that when the New York Post is railing against special interests, basically they're railing against the people. They do not want their tax money to go towards paying for services and things that are necessary for people who cannot take care of themselves. And you should always bear that in mind. I don't buy the Post anymore. I don't buy the news anymore. I'll read it for free, but I won't buy it because they are not looking out for the interests of our citizens. Thank you.
Brad Lander is our local council member, and though he's newer than the others, he has already established a presence and a name in the community by learning the community's needs and addressing them quickly.
I'm Brad Lander. I'm the new city councilman for this district, and I want to thank everyone for welcoming me and helping me really truly see what Assemblyman Hikind started talking with me about from the beginning, but I've just been overwhelmed with the level of chesed that this community attends to all members for human care services, to those with developmental disabilities and their families, making sure that they can lead a real full life as part of a family, as part of a community, and that's reflected in so many other places. So it's wonderful to be here with colleagues in government like Alan Maisel. Of course, a special congratulations to Senator Parker, although I do have to make one correction because he, of course, pointed out that it wasn't his money, but as we learned, the right way to say it is that it wasn't his freaking money. So hopefully he'll get that right the next time.
For me, it is such a pleasure to work with an organization that cares so much for the individuals. When I meet with the team, the social workers, the psychologists, the direct care workers, I realize that it's a tremendous zechut to sit with these people who have dedicated their professional lives to caring for those who can't care for themselves. I want to thank you for this recognition, and together we'll continue to make these lives better.
The most valued members of Human Care Services family, Rabbi Yosef Hershkowitz.
Since she is in human care, if she comes home once in 2 months, after I insist, I say, you don't want to come home? And she wants to please us, and she says, yes, this Shabbos I'll come home. And seriously, once in 2 months? Sunday morning I go back, she's the happiest child. She walks in, we go home, happy, she is happy. This is what human care is all about. Making the kids happy all the time. I'm proud to stand there and tell you as a parent, yes, what you are doing for the children and what you're doing for the special interest is something that is deeply appreciated by your parents. I'm expressing it here at the podium, but we all feel that way.